What's up, everybody? It's your old pal, Jaythestingray, back here again. Gonna do a video response to a buddy of mine, Spannersgerm669, and he's also known by quite a few other names on the internet. The Australian hate monger, the Aussie hate machine. He just spews venom and hatred all the time, everywhere on his channel, over on YouTube. I'm just fucking around. He's a really good friend of mine, really awesome YouTuber, great videos, and I wanted to post this video up to him as a video response to his video, basically talking about the laziness in Hollywood and how most American Hollywood films are not good and shitty. This whole thing started, I think, with the Old Boy remake, the Spike Lee joint. The trailer was just recently came out a few weeks ago. Everybody's doing video responses to that. Not really sure why so many people are doing video responses to trailers lately, but anyway, they are. A lot of people are up in arms about it, and I totally understand. I've been on board with the original Old Boy since pretty early on, pretty soon after it came out and was released over here. A friend of mine told me to check it out, and I did. Loved it. Loved the film ever since. Love all three of the films in that trailer. I mean, in that trilogy. And it's bullshit. They're gonna remake it. I'm not surprised. They're gonna remake everything that's near and dear to our hearts. Uh, totally agree with Adam. The remake trend is, I mean, beyond over. Beyond excessive. It's gone on forever. It's like reality TV. As soon as you think it's gonna die, even more come out and becomes even stronger than it is. I'm tired of remakes. Obviously, whatever. I've really gotten tired of bitching about remakes. Whatever. I'm not going to watch it, and whatever. It'll move on. If people don't watch it, it doesn't make money. They're not going to make any more. But obviously, Spike Lee decided he wanted to, attach himself to this script, made the movie, and I don't know. I probably won't ever watch it just because I love the first film so much. But it is bullshit, and I'm pissed off about it. It's just gotten old to me to even bitch about. This was, you know, 2004. This was becoming something to bitch about, and it's just been consistent remakes, and just shit that's not imaginative at all. And I was posting about this on Facebook yesterday, I think it was. I was posting the stats for Box Office Mojo about the past weekend was uh, what is it? The fucking Adam Sandler Grown Ups 2, Despicable Me 2, and then in the third spot it was uh, Pacific Rim. And I haven't seen Pacific Rim. I want to. I want to check it out, but it looks like a stupid summer action movie with lots of explosions and stuff. And generally, Americans love that shit. I mean, it seems like that's like remakes and stuff like that, sequels. Those seem to do well. But for some reason, enough dummies were out there to go see Grown Ups too. And if you dig that stuff, that's cool. That's just like I watched the first film and was just really shocked at how many people enjoy that kind of stuff. But anyway, I don't like anything Adam Sandler's done in like 15 years. But anyway, enough about that. But sequels and remakes, I mean, whatever. Kids' movies are always going to make a lot of money. And Despicable Me too. Thought the first film was okay. Haven't seen the second one yet. I think I'm going to take the kids to see that. So I'll be among the group of idiots that are, pumping money into that hype machine. Anyway, uh, just a lack of originality. I think I think the blame is not on directors. It's not on writers. It's on the people that are spending out these big bucks to make these multi-million-dollar movies that are going to go into theaters. And I think the amount now is about $20 million US needed to get a theatrical movie off the ground to play in like a certain number of screens, whatever. I know it takes a lot of money advertising, a lot of money in actually printing the film, but we're going to full digital anyway soon, so maybe that'll cut down on that expense a little bit. But you're looking at about $20 million to put a film in theaters, at any large number of screens. So people that are willing to pump out that kind of money, usually want to say in the movies, and they usually want to say in the finished product. Uh, the Weinsteins are a perfect example of just totally fucking with the movies they put out, and a lot of times they're successful and make money, but usually they're just total shit. The movies, and they can put money in the hands of people that are casting Oscar votes, wine and dine those people. They could buy as many Oscar trophies as they want to. It doesn't mean that the movie's not a piece of shit. Um, but the blame, that's where the blame lies. It's the studios, the producers don't have any balls anymore to put money into something that's not, in their eyes, 100%, chance of being a moneymaker, which it's all about making money. That's, you know, people are paying money to see remakes. That's why they're putting out remakes. People love the shit they're putting out, so that's why they're going. That's why they're making more of this thing. White House Down failed, so they probably won't make a sequel to that movie. So I mean, that's vote with your dollars. If you don't want to see this thing continue, um, don't go see it in the theater. Don't rent it if you want to watch it. Something like that. Something that's not going to put money directly into the pockets of those producers. Independent film. There's lots of independent films out there that I watch a lot of independent film. I think more than I used to, mainly because it's more available. And I've always been a fan of Sundance, stuff like that. That promotes stuff like that. Uh, I just don't think that it should take that much money to make a movie, especially when your actors are not wanting insane amounts of money for the movie. You know you want Brad Pitt in your movie, it's going to cost you. So um, yeah, there's lots of stuff out there, lots of with the ability of people to film their own films on digital video, virtually at home. There's a lot of shitty movies out there. You really gotta take your screen out and sift through the shit to find good movies. But there are good independent movies out there. I love independent movies. I really think it gives directors a chance to shine. But take a director like James Wan, who you know I don't know how the Saw came about, but he made Saw. Made a ton of money and put his name in the on the map. Now he's able to do things. Insidious made money. They're doing Insidious 2, which let him do The Conjuring. And I like a lot of James Wan stuff, so him being successful with that first movie allowed him more range to do the things that he wants to do. So that's really it. You got to get some money to get your name out there. But lots of good independent films available. I think that's where the future lies. I think the studio system is flawed. Mainly by the decisions of the 60-year-old dudes that are making the decisions of the whatever movie going audience, 18 to 30 something, and they just don't understand what the kids want. What the kids want. But I don't know. I totally agree with you, Adam, on all the stuff you said. It's just boils down to putting out shitty movies. And back in the 70s, 80s, when it wasn't as expensive to put a movie out theatrically, people were able to do it. People were able to put their new ideas out there, and were able to get them seen. We're just living in a different world now, and I think with the advent of Netflix, Netflix Instant, there's a lot of independent films on there, which is where I watch a lot of stuff, which is kind of cool. Um, there's the IFC Midnight. They put out a lot of good stuff, which is all I think mostly on-demand stuff, and the on-demand price is a little too high, but they put a lot of good shit out there through that, and I think that's how they did the Maniac remake, and a lot of other stuff that's come out that way. But that's the wave of the future. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of defend American movies, to say I love movies in general, but being American, I am a little biased. But I love foreign films as well. One thing I wanted to mention real quick about subtitled foreign films, and that's the only way I like to watch foreign movies if they're in a different language, is with subtitles. I hate dub tracks. Always have. I hate that they change the translation in the dub tracks. But Something that was recently brought up to me by a fellow YouTuber, B Movie Mike. He's has a really great channel, really smart dude. Knows a shit ton about movies. Go check him out. He said that the film screen is made up of three parts: the top, middle, and bottom. And when you're reading on the bottom of the screen, that it distracts you from what's going on in the other two parts of the screen. You're focusing on the bottom, and you're reading instead of listening and paying attention to the entire screen. You're forced to pay attention mainly to the bottom of the screen, which I can kind of understand that, and that's why I may want to go back and watch some subtitle films that I really enjoy. I may miss some things that I didn't see before, but one thing I just wanted to mention that does make a lot of sense to me, and that may be something to consider. Um, you know, I think people in general don't want to read subtitles. I know a lot of people that if it has subtitles, they're not going to watch it. I know I saw a movie. Can't think of the movie. It was a French movie. Came out probably 15 years ago. My brother and I went and saw it in the theater. He didn't know it was French. We got in there and it was subtitled, and we left. He didn't want to watch it. Um, and I was probably the same way at the time, but I've since watched that movie and enjoyed it quite a bit. I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, just one thing I wanted to talk about real quickly was the subtitles. So yeah, fuck dub. Subtitles is where it's at. Yep, foreign films. Lots of really cool stuff coming out. Foreign films. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough here. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace.